Let's just do it. Let's just strike. Let's just go on strike. What's the plan? What's the plan? While I appreciate people being generally excited about wanting to engage in resistant activities, we also have to keep in mind what makes those activities sustainable, what makes them effective, what makes them actually work. Because you will notice a clear difference between many, I won't say all, but many of the marches and rallies that are happening now and the marches and rallies that were happening during the civil rights movement and the efforts that followed up. Take, for example, the Montgomery bus boycott, which lasted over a year. That boycott alone caused severe hardship to the city of Montgomery to the point where they had to listen. But that's not just something that was thrown together. That was something that was strategically planned, intentionally thought out, with methods and procedures that would empower those to engage with the strike. Money was raised. Folks offered their cars for carpooling. Some folks just walked. But all folks who were engaged in it were on one accord. They had an understanding. And they also had patience because, like I said, that bus boycott lasted over a year. Okay? That means if we are going to engage in a general strike, folks have to start thinking about, hey, how do we actually make this work? How do we actually make this effective? Not just for a day, not just for a weekend, but for as long as it takes. How are we going to put systems and structures into play where vulnerable populations are taken care of, where people can still have their needs met while participating in this, so more people can come on board to assist in the strike? And I know this is not the fancy viral thing that folks want it to be. This is not going to be your viral moment standing in the street with your fist up and a sign that says strike. But this is the work of organizing that more folks need to consider. And that's why I keep telling folks, stop listening to these social media activists and actually go and listen to some real ones. The real people who are organizing in these communities, the real people in the neighborhoods, the real people who are actually doing the work day in and day out. Those are the voices that y'all need to amplify. We need to be supporting the workers that are actually doing this work in the communities. And that's why when folks say, oh, let's just strike, I always want to point them to either a person with a plan or a person who's been doing this work for longer. It's not just for a viral moment. This is not just a moment. This is a movement. If we're going to affect change, we need to be intentional. Okay, thanks, bye.